Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining me again. Eric here, talking about sales, and I'm going to dive right in where we stopped the last session. So, we're talking about the professional warm up, and you've given him a good sentence. Hi, my name is Eric, and I'm the owner of Forward Thinking Media. What we do is we offer marketing services to small and medium business like yours. Now, let me ask you, Joe, what do you actually do in terms of marketing your business? Who am I? What am I? Who am I working for? What do we do with companies like his? And end with an open-ended question. So we've covered that. Now what we want to do is talk specifically about the type of questions that I suggest that you use in a meeting and how that evolves. So as I told you before, what we're going to discuss is spin selling. I urge you to read the book. There's actually videos about spin selling. There's a series of books and we're not going to be discussing that too much into depth, but it's very important to understand the concept. So, situation, problem, implication, need, payoff. So let's talk about that. Situation, that's the obvious. And I invite you to know the industry that you're selling to and have enough questions about the situation so you can ask intelligent questions showing that you know the business. Questions like, so what do you do about cybersecurity? What systems do you use? That's the basic questions. They are risk-free. There's nothing hurtful or harmful about it. You'll understand in a minute. Because what we want to do within the professional warm-up is raise the need. You need to understand that if there's no need, there's not going to be a sale. Now, the small business owner, the attorney that sat in his office this morning, came to work, did not come to work thinking, oh, I have a cybersecurity problem and I need to spend $1,000 a month solving that problem. He's very happy the way he is, trust me. He didn't think that he needs to pay an extra $500 in his marketing efforts. Small, medium business don't work like that. They don't have a budget that they intend to spend. It's your job as salespeople to go in there and raise the need. So, situation. Let's understand how the guy works. Let's allow the person to speak, creating intimacy. I remind you, the more he talks, the more he likes you. Ask questions. What do you do? How do you do? So basically, very, very basic, easy questions. Situation. Hope you got that right. Then, SP. Problem. Let's talk about the problem. So what do you do to actually block external people from entering your data? And let him speak. Implication, very important. If somebody broke into your database, what would that mean for your company, for your business? I am raising the level of intensity. I'm raising the level of stress within the conversation. I am making the owner think, if somebody broke into my database, they get all the information that's actually lawyer-client privileged. I may be sued. I may lose my license. I may yada, yada, yada. If you're talking about a completely different marketing. So what would that mean if you don't produce another 10, 15 leads a month? ask a question about the implication of the problem that you've raised before. Make the client understand, realize, and verbalize that he has a problem. Let me explain. Inexperienced salespeople would come into a meeting, sit in front of the attorney and says, you know, Mr. Jones, you have a problem. Because if somebody penetrates your database, then you may be sued for da 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 da. That is very weak. Why? For two reasons. Number one, I'm talking. If I'm talking, the owner is bored. Number two, I'm talking, not him. He needs to verbalize. If you get your client to say, if anybody penetrates my database, I may be ruined, that's very strong. You brought your client to understand, realize, and verbalize, externalize the fact that he has a problem. This is where you need to get your client to. From there, we're going to talk about the need payoff in our next session and show you how we basically close the loop. Once again, we've asked questions and made him tell you about the situation. What does he do? How long he's been in business? Very, very easy questions. Then we spoke about the problem. I'm here representing a cybersecurity company. How do you stand with cybersecurity? What do you do to defend yourself? And so on. Then implication. What would it mean if ... If you don't get enough leads, if you don't get enough employees, if your database gets breached. And in the next session, we're going to talk about the need payoff, which is actually the most important type of question we have. So thank you for watching. Make sure you stay tuned for next time, and please do share. I'll see you next time.